Alafia. It is Abundant Lei back with another daily collective read. I hope you had a wonderful, fabulous, miraculous day so far. If you would like to book with me, you can do so at my abundant.lay118@gmail.com email or through my pin site listed in my bio. Make sure to like, to comment, and to share me with a friend. Let's get to it. Ooh. So we have independence and growth, upright both. You are cultivating a strong sense of independence, no longer relying on others to define your happiness or success. You are in a phase of personal growth. Challenges and hardships are helping you become stronger and wiser. So you're taking a self-led journey, collective, and it's growing you. I'm absolutely loving that energy, okay? So if you've been feeling like, number one, if you felt like you needed to kind of step back from maybe some relationships you were in, maybe even a job, or you've just been feeling like you just need to do something for yourself, you're in alignment, okay? So if that's something you've been worried about, don't worry. You're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't mean that just because you've decided to do this journey that it's going to be easy. It probably will not be. Just going to be honest. There's going to be some ups and downs, but I feel like you're in a space now where regardless of what comes to you, you're so at peace with yourself. Yeah, you're so at peace with yourself. You're so confident and you're being led. Like I'm literally seeing it in my head. Like you're being led to take that leap, take that initiative to make your life the life you want and to do it unapologetically and to do it without doubt, without fear. You're just going forward. And yes, you may actually have doubts and fears, right? But what I mean is that you're not allowing them to deter you from what you're doing. You're so confident that what you're doing is what you're supposed to do, and you are going forward. And I'm here to tell you congratulations, because that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have friendship. Ooh. And then opportunities underneath, and both upright. A lot of upright energy, so I'm loving this. It means that you really are aligned and flowing. So I'm very proud of you, collective. Very, very proud of you, okay? So it says you find great support and love. You find great support and love in your friendships. The people around you provide warmth and belonging. So if you did have to walk away from a relationship, I feel like at this time you're focusing on what other relationships can I foster that still fulfill me in the sense of feeling supported, loved, motivated, admired, all the same kind of energies, but not necessarily romantically. And I feel like right now you're focusing on building healthier friendships. You realized you needed a stronger support system. Dating can be very confusing when you don't have a support system, especially if you're new to dating or you've just gotten back into dating after years of not dating. You don't have a strong support system, or there's things going on with your baseline support system where they can't be there to kind of be a soundboard when you are, in those spaces of like, confusion, I don't know, and you just need kind of like that voice of reasoning. Right now, I feel like you're fixing that. You realize that, hey, if the people around me aren't working, I need to find better people. And I feel like you've actively done that, right? With opportunities upright, it says career opportunities are opening up for you, offering the chance for significant advancement and growth. Oh, yeah. And then you're stepping into leadership. So it says you are stepping into a leadership role, inspiring others and guiding your team towards success with confidence and clarity. Oh, so collective, yeah, this is definitely orchestrated because you've learned something here. Can you see that? All this energy is all upright. Yeah, you've learned something here about the types of relationships that you have in your life, and also about how you're showing up in your work life. So I feel like maybe there was a little bit of a time when you kind of were a little lackluster in showing up in your professional life. And thinking about the reading from yesterday, which normally I don't, but it actually popped in my head. Before, you were kind of really focused on maybe just your romantic partnership, and you kind of put everything else to the wayside, which we talked about yesterday, so we won't go back into it. But I feel like you've waken up to how that was causing imbalance in the rest of your life. And so I feel like now you're realizing I need to really focus on where I can create this healthier environment in my relationships and take what I've learned, which it does say you are expanding your career through learning and self-improvement. New skills and knowledge will help you grow professionally. So it's like you've learned a lot. And I think you're actually some of the things you've learned in your work environment, like especially if you've started a new job or you just got like, I could see like someone just getting a promotion or just more exposure. Maybe you got a new supervisor or something like that. Something where someone else came in and their perspective has changed the environment. You really are focusing on that. I'm really focusing on this behind the scenes energy right now. It seems like it's very important that I make this clear to someone that like you are on the right path. So even if you're a little like nervous, please know you're doing the right things. All right. So we have in the past empathy upright, and it says you deeply empathize in your relationships, understanding others' feelings, which strengthens your bond and fosters harmony. You've been very, very, very supportive to other people. So that's why I'm saying, that's why they're telling me to hone in on this work that's talking about you yourself, because you have the capacity and the availability and the ability to show up for others, and you've been doing that, and I don't feel it was reciprocated. And because you were neglecting yourself and then you were constantly giving to others, it puts you in a disadvantage. Now the universe is fixing that by putting people around you that can support you, so that you can confidently give and receive that love and see what that feels like. It's like a brand new opportunity that's happening for you, that is opening you up. Currently, we're in desire. It says desire is feeling your connection, both emotionally and physically. It represents a deep craving for closeness and mutual goals. So yeah, you want to be with somebody that you feel like wants the same things you want. And that's beautiful. I feel like whatever this past was, you know that you have the capacity to love and show up properly in a relationship, and you crave a partner that wants the same things you want, that wants to accomplish the same goals. Even if you have like overall the goals should be the same, even if you have some like minor things that are slightly different. You want someone who's on the same page as you. And I feel like in the past, because you didn't have a strong support system and you weren't really feeling confident in your career path, you were not allowing yourself to really connect the way you should have been connecting with your partner. Okay. And so this kind of was like a wake-up call. That's why Spirit wanted me to really hone in on that other stuff, because you need to see how now the opportunity and the environment is so much better and more supportive for you, that you're able to see things differently and in a better way. And you realize maybe you didn't think you were showing up properly in that past relationship, and Spirit is confirming, no, you were showing up, but you weren't showing up with someone who was matching your energy. And that's why you kept feeling imbalanced. Thus, you overcompensated and put more and more focus on that relationship and started to neglect the other parts of your life, because you were trying to make sure that, the relationship survived, but that actually destroyed the other things around you. And so then you started to lose yourself. And I'm so proud to say, but you realized it and you picked yourself back up. So I'm super proud of you. Where we're going in the future, it says health. And it says your physical and emotional health are in good condition. This card reminds you to maintain healthy habits and self-care. See, I told you guys, it's really about you learning to focus in on yourself, taking better care of yourself. And you will be doing that, right? Like I said, the fact that you can empathize tells me emotionally and mentally you are prepared for this relationship. The desire is there. So this is your more spiritual part. This is you connecting to the higher versions of yourselves that is telling you there's this great person out there that is a good match for you, that will be able to energetically understand you, that is patient with you, that wants the same things you want, so you don't have to overcompensate in that relationship. And in the meantime, for our future goals, we're just continuing to focus on our self-care, focus on our friendships, taking better care of our bodies, our mentality, taking care of our finances, doing all the things that we need to do for self so that we can keep thriving and attracting that partner we want. Okay, let's see. Sorry, you got to split this in half. Oh, yeah. So we have divine feminine, which says yin, feminine energy, and then finality, farewells, leave behind, closure. Yeah, I feel like you have, my feminines especially, you're closing out that chapter. You are deciding to walk away in this. And even it could actually be, for some of my feminines, your masculine could have walked away from you. That's okay. It's okay that he may have walked away from you, or you walked away from him. Somebody walked away. I am seeing that. And it was time to do that, because that relationship wasn't balanced in the way that it needed to be. And so it was not really helping, and it wasn't conducive to your health and your well-being. All right, let's get our advice. Oh. Okay, let's see what that was. We got chasing. Okay. So it says pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Yep. So that relationship was putting you in a runner chaser type of dynamic, right? Where it's this constant energy of like, I got to go get you out. You got to come get me. You got to go get me. Spirit doesn't want you in that, right? That's unhealthy. That is a very unhealthy relationship when you constantly are running after somebody and pulling away and running and pulling away. It just throws you off. Spirit is like, the love that I want for you is something where there is a mutual balanced dynamic. Both parties are on the same path. You both desire the same things. You both want the same things to happen in terms of love. You both are open and honest. You're both communicative. You don't have to do all of this, right? And I feel like you finally realize what real connection in depth is. I love you guys. Mwah. Till